Okay. Hello, everybody on the One Network. A very happy Tuesday to you. I would love to introduce you to our newest member to the One group, lovely Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How are you doing? Good to be here.
Thank you so much for being with us. Very warm welcome to the One Network, Andrea.
Thank you.
And whereabouts in the world are you today?
So I am probably nearest to Glasgow that people would know. So I'm in Hamilton, which is outside Glasgow, and in South Lanarkshire.
Very nice, very nice. I love Scotland, as everybody knows. And right, jumping into what you do, you're going to give everybody two fantastic top tips, and then we're going to talk about your wonderful services, which we absolutely need here on One. So what's your top?
So my top tips are two things, yes. So how to attract your target audience by creating your customer avatar, and also talk a wee bit about headlines. So firstly, creating a customer avatar, this allows you to speak to exactly the right audience. Now, the main thing to remember is that your avatar is not a real specific person. It's actually a composite, a creation from characteristics taken from so many people. So what you're doing is taking characteristics from your ideal demographic and compiling them together to make an avatar or a fake person. But in reality, it has real characteristics that real people have as well. So essentially, you're describing your target market, the people you want to sell to, and the people you most want as customers and will most likely buy from you again and again. So the key, So the key thing really is that it needs to be very specific and focused. A common mistake is people make an avatar that is too broad and too general. So you want to make your avatar in such a way that it speaks to your ideal customer in a way that when they do come across your video or your website, it's almost as if you've read their mind and you've identified their pain points, what their fears, what their frustrations are, their desires and dreams. And so when you go through this process of creating a customer avatar, you will essentially come up with great copy and sales messages that you can use on your website and in your other marketing materials.
Oh, I love that top tip. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. And in a minute, we might talk about the little guy who's over your shoulder there, because he's really cool. And everybody's going to be wondering, you know, who he is and what he's up to. So we'll talk about that in a sec. And then what's your second top tip?
So the second top tip is about your headlines. I noticed this a lot in my previous role, because I worked at Zoopla and I dealt with all the major house builders. Their headlines and their subject lines in their email campaign marketing were awful. You know, and headlines are the hook. It's the most important part of any article. If you think about it, headlines are used in newspaper, videos, blogs, emails, landing pages, tabloids, websites, and so on. Therefore, it's the most important part of the text. And so it's actually the headline that will either keep people from reading what you have to say, or it will send them away. So many people make the mistake of thinking of the headline last. Like if they're doing email campaigns, but it should be decided, it should be the first thing you decide on. And if you publish something with a poor headline, people won't read it. You've got literally 1 second to make an impression. So remember and use an amazing headline or hook to get people to read on.
That's brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Very true. It's very true. Sometimes firstly, I'm always banging on my old Cockney term, banging on about people's target markets. Everybody's got to identify their target market, because it is different for everybody. And if you don't know who you're talking to no one. No one's listening. You're literally walking into a room going, hi everyone, buy my stuff, and everyone, who are you? Who are you talking to? What?
Yeah,
You've got to
that's
say,
right.
hey, you specifically, this project is specifically for you because X, Y, Z. Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
to know who you're talking to. And then the
Yeah.
other one, the headline. I'm terrible, like a lot of business owners. I think what we do is we just go, blah, 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 blah. We just get the information out there, blah, 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 and then maybe don't see it from the audience's point of view. So
Yeah.
sure, you've got your information out there, but is it entertaining? Is it hooking? Is it engaging? And
Yeah.
it's a bit, I mean, you do videos. I love videos. We all know that whenever we watch a film on Amazon, Netflix, we always give it the first 5 minutes. If it hasn't hooked us in the beginning, we're gone. And marketing's no different. Yeah, if you haven't hooked them in that first line, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're not going to read the rest of it, are they? So those are great tips. Now, everybody's going to be dying to know who the cute little guy is over your shoulder there, Andrea.
Oh, this is Freddie. This is Freddie the fox. So because obviously my job is to grab the attention of customers so that they buy from my clients. So this is why I've got him over my shoulder on a Zoom call so that it's memorable. Everybody, that's the whole point, is being memorable. Even if you're not ready to buy right now, you remember me because of the fox.
100%. And so how much, first of all, what I think people would like to know is how much time and effort goes into creating somebody. What's his name?
Freddie. Yeah.
I mean, it's adorable. How much time and effort goes into, first of all, creating and designing Freddie? And then how much does he cost? How much, if a business owner wants to purchase somebody like Freddie, how much does it cost?
So it really depends on each specific program. So this wee guy is on a loop. He's about 5 seconds max, I would say, probably less than that, actually 3 seconds. So you've got to basically have every single bit of movement in there. So it does take a fair bit of time. So it depends on what the client's looking for. If you're looking for something, like
exactly what you've got, say exactly the same.
Exactly what right. So if you were looking something like that, for me personally, I would charge £300, which is really good in this market. I know, because my thing is really to help customers. So I'm all about the small businesses and helping them look like this with this kind of quality so that they can compete with the corporates, because over the last 2 years, as we all know, the small businesses were crushed a lot by the corporates. My job is to help prop them up and let them compete and cut through the clutter.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to turn around and say something like anywhere between £800 and £2,000.
Yeah, so, and normally that is what that would cost.
Video. I might have to edit. Sorry, it's actually £600, 50-50.
No, my job's to help the smaller businesses with high quality content that like I said, will help them cut through the clutter and the noise.
That's incredible. Honestly, I'm just going to tell everybody now, Andrea's working with the One Network. She's going to be on our website as one of our approved digital content service providers. And I can tell you now, guys, we're up in Andrea's prices. So I could get in there now because they're not going to be £300 for much longer. That's brilliant. Yeah. And so let's have a little looky then at your wonderful, some examples of your lovely, lovely work. So you put it in the chat, and then I had to put another Zoom up.
Oh, so you did. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Did you put it in the chat again? Sorry, everybody. As you all know, I'm terrible at admin. Andrea is very good at admin.
Andrea is not.
There we go.
Remember and click the sound on, Emma. Remember and click the wee box at the bottom so that the sound comes on as well.
Okay.
When you share it.
So let me share my screen, everybody. So take a look at Andrea's work. It's incredible. So Andrea, what are we looking at? So here's the lovely sound. So let me push it up a little bit. So
you're not sharing the sound on.
Oh, I pressed
So
the
when
sound.
you go into share screen, there's a wee box down the bottom left hand side you need to tick to share the sound.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Really, the sound doesn't
Yeah.
share.
So when you click share screen, there's a wee box down the bottom left hand side.
There really is. Oh gosh, look at that. Thank you so much, Andrea.
You're welcome.
Got me 3 things.
We're
now.
here propping each other up.
Thank you so much. Right, here we go, Z. So this is examples of your work.
Yes. This is just a show reel of a mixture of different things. So yeah.
And you cover all different sectors. You've done.
Yeah, I have a very varied audience. You probably won't be able to hear me talking actually over my dance tunes there.
I know we can, don't worry.
So yeah, all different sectors. I've had loads of success with business coaches, utility companies, credit control, which is a really dry subject.
Yeah.
And obviously
debt
credit control, debt recovery, yeah. You know, and the girl that runs the lady that runs the debt recovery company was like, I cannot believe you made what I do look interesting.
yeah, I bet. Yeah. I wouldn't know what to do for an advert debt recovery because it's it's a sad thing, isn't it? It's sad.
Yeah.
Like funeral services. I mean, where'd you go with it? So
yeah.
well done, Andrea. I suppose you focus on the positive, which is your client getting their money back. That's the positive.
Yeah, that is the positive. So yeah.
We do actually have one of the famous you know that famous show where people bailiffs go in and they get the money for their clients.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but one of the lovely he's a nice bailiff that always tries to work with people, is very patient and stuff like that. He's in the One Network. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah. This is fantastic. And what we want to get over to everybody is that, first of all, the results. The investment in a video is incredible because you keep it forever. First of all, you keep it forever. Keep it maybe for a year or two, because obviously companies update.
Yeah.
But you will share that so many times, and it just gives everything's in there in a nutshell. 60 seconds, your professional or your services. You can share it on all the different platforms. But what I like as well is, for the salesperson selling your products, humans are open to flaws. So if I'm having a bad day, I'm not selling anything. Adverts, it's always 100% on your A game.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Floor.
Yeah, that's it. So it gives you a perfect pitch time and time again. And I think we discussed the last time that if you've got video on your landing page, it's 88% more likely to convert into actual paid clients. So it is really important, and it's what people look for, because let's face it, we're inherently lazy now. We want all the information as quickly as we possibly can. So, and in terms of results, just as that wee hot dog, dancing hot dog came on there, that's she's great because she's a business coach and she knows exactly who her avatar is, and to build a headline around that, how to get customers begging for you instead of you begging for them, because she knew that was brand new businesses that had just decided to go and set up a business and were probably running about like headless chickens, having loads and loads of meetings, but not getting anywhere with it. That's who her audience was at that time, right?
What was the company? What was that?
Influential Minds. So that hot dog, dancing hot dog advert got her £78,000 in 2 days.
Oh my God. I mean, well, that you can't argue with a return on your investment with numbers like
Yeah,
that. Wow.
yeah,
Data doesn't lie. That conversion, the conversion statistic, 88%, a video will convert a potential customer into a paying customer, not
yeah,
engagement, likes and follows, a paying customer, 88% over a non-video post.
yeah,
And that comes from HubSpot. That was the statistic.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
famous statistic that comes from HubSpot. So everyone can
yeah,
back it up.
yeah.
Lovely. Well, Andrea, it's so lovely that you're in the One Network. What's the best way for people to get hold of you?
So, best way is I do have a QR code which has got all my contact details on it here. The other way is email. I've been so busy because so busy. I have two businesses, so I've got my apps. I build mobile apps, and a while ago I separated them. So I've never gotten around to getting a website because it's just been great. You know, I put more time into my clients, and I've never gotten around to it because I can quickly put together a show reel, and at the end of the day, that's what people want to see. So I don't have a website, so it would be
Well,
by
you've got a spot on
email,
our website
LinkedIn.
now.
What's
Sorry
that?
to cut you off. You've got a spot on our website, so
I
you're
know,
not
I
alone.
know, I
You're not
know,
alone.
I know. And yeah, so LinkedIn, Facebook, email, phone.
Lovely. Andrea Martin, fantastic. Find you on the One group, find you on LinkedIn. I'll put your email in the content bit next
Brilliant.
to this video. And we look forward to hearing from you, Andrea. Are you going to share some top tips, some testimonials? We didn't hear from you yesterday. I don't believe you pushed your business forward on Monday. Oh, but you only joined today, Han. Sorry.
Oh, we joined today,
Sorry.
yes. So no, I've not done anything with the group at all. I've not even been on the group. So I'm looking
Sorry.
forward
Well,
to having a look. And
yes. So do come and have a look in the group now that you're in, now that you're all paid up, you're a full member, and we'd love to connect with you and start working with you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm looking forward to collaborating with a lot of the businesses that are on there.
Yeah, fantastic. It was lovely to speak to you today, Anja.
Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you. Everybody on the One Network, have a great testimonial Tuesday, and bye from me and bye from lovely Andrea. Bye from us.
Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you. Bye.